If you've ever waited until spring to fix your soil, only to end up battling stunted plants, weak seedlings, or stubborn pests all season long, trust me, you're not alone. Most gardeners think soil building is something you start after the last frost. But the truth is by then, you're already late. Soil is alive, and just like any living system, it needs time to breathe, rebuild, and regenerate. The best time to fix it is right now, whether you're in the dead of winter, the middle of the dry season, or somewhere between the two. Here at SoilSage Chronicles, we focus on soil as the foundation of every thriving garden. And today, I want to walk you through 7 incredibly simple but powerful steps you can take immediately to revive tired soil, supercharge microbial life, and set yourself up for the healthiest, most productive growing season of your life. These steps work for beginners and long-time gardeners, and you won't need fancy tools or expensive products, just consistency and a willingness to nurture what's beneath your feet. Let's dive into the heart of your garden, the soil, and fix it now, long before spring arrives. Before you add anything, water anything, or mix anything, get familiar with what your soil is trying to tell you. Take a handful of it, squeeze it, crumble it, smell it. Healthy soil always has a certain earthy forest floor scent. If it smells sour, metallic, or like nothing at all, that's your first clue that microbial life is low. The texture also tells a story. Soil that compacts into a hard clump likely needs organic matter. Soil that falls apart like dust is starving for structure and moisture retention. Even if you're new to gardening, these basic observations help you choose the right interventions. This isn't about complicated tests, it's about reconnecting with the soil you're working with. By spending a few minutes getting to know its current condition, you'll save yourself months of guesswork later. Healthy soil is hungry soil. It thrives on organic matter the way we thrive on nutrient-rich meals. When you add compost, shredded leaves, aged manure, or kitchen scraps processed through a compost pile, you're not feeding your plants, you're feeding the microorganisms that keep your soil alive. Right now, before planting season, is the ideal time to layer organic matter on top of your soil. You don't even need to till it in. Simply spreading a few centimeters of well-decomposed compost over your beds invites worms, fungi, and bacteria to pull it into the soil naturally. Over time, this reduces compaction, increases water-holding capacity, and builds deep soil structure. If you've been meaning to start composting one day, let this be the sign you were waiting for. Your springtime garden will thank you. Compost is excellent, but you can elevate your soil repair even further by adding small, concentrated sources of microbial life. Things like fermented plant juices, vermicast extracts, or simple compost teas made from mature compost can act as biological starters. They introduce living populations of beneficial microbes into your soil right when it needs help. These bioactive brews don't replace organic matter, they supercharge it. When microbes arrive early, they break down nutrients long before spring planting begins. That means when the first warm days arrive, your soil is already rich, active, and ready to support strong root growth from day one. I use these boosters regularly on SoilSage Chronicles, and they remain one of the fastest ways to revive tired or depleted garden beds. Bare soil is vulnerable soil. When it sits exposed, the sun bakes it, the wind strips it, and rain compacts it. Mulching is one of the easiest and most transformative steps you can take right now. A generous layer of mulch, whether dried grass, shredded leaves, straw, or wood chips, acts like a protective blanket. Mulch regulates temperature, reduces evaporation, prevents compaction, and creates a safe environment where microbes and worms can thrive. Over time, mulch itself becomes organic matter as it breaks down. It's like adding armor and food at the same time. Experienced gardeners already know this, but many still wait until planting season to mulch. The real magic happens when you mulch early and allow the soil to transform under its cover long before seeds go into the ground. You don't need to dig or till your garden to help improve airflow. In fact, heavy tilling is often the reason soil becomes exhausted in the first place. Instead, use a simple garden fork to gently loosen compacted areas. Slide the fork into the soil and rock it back and forth. without turning the soil over. This lifts and opens the soil, allowing oxygen to reach the deeper layers where roots and microbes need it most. Good aeration encourages deeper root growth and increases drainage while still allowing the soil to retain moisture. This simple step can restore tired, compacted beds in just a matter of days, especially when it's followed by compost and mulch. Your soil begins to breathe again, and, everything alive in it breathes easier too. Most gardeners really underestimate the power of moisture balance, especially outside the growing season. Soil that's too dry slows microbial activity to almost zero. On the other hand, soil that's too wet suffocates microbes and encourages anaerobic conditions. Right now is the perfect time to adjust your watering habits. Aim for consistent, moderate moisture, not soaked, not bone dry. Deep watering once in a while is better than frequent shallow watering. If you've mulched your soil, you'll find maintaining moisture becomes much easier, even in dry periods. When your soil enters spring with balanced hydration, your plants don't have to fight for water. Their roots spread effortlessly, and nutrient uptake improves dramatically. Once you've added compost, spread mulch, improved airflow, and balanced moisture, the best thing you can do now is, honestly, just step back. Soil rebuilds itself when it's left undisturbed, worms create tunnels, fungi spread highfall networks, and microbes break down organic matter into rich humus. Every time soil is heavily turned, those delicate systems are disrupted. So, really, resist the urge to rake, flip, or clean it up. Your soil is repairing itself under the surface, even if you can't see it. This is the part that often surprises beginners. Soil improvement isn't about constant action. It's about creating the right conditions and then letting the underground ecosystem take over. Spring will reveal the results, but, the work begins now. By taking these 7 steps now, you're giving your garden the best possible beginning long before you plant a single seed. Healthy soil doesn't happen by accident. It's built intentionally, patiently, and consistently through simple habits, and the payoff is huge. Stronger plants, higher yields, richer colors, deeper flavors, and, honestly, less disease pressure. If you're serious about transforming your garden from the roots up, start today. Your future plants will thrive because you took the time to build the foundation now. And if you want more practical soil wisdom, deep dive experiments, and real-life garden transformations, make sure you subscribe to SoilSage Chronicles and share this guide with another gardener who needs it. The soil revolution starts with us, one bed at a time.